EA Sports brings you a special edition of the National Football League for this Thanksgiving matchup. It's the Eagles and the Cowboys. Next on Madden NFL 22.
Well, the roof is closed, but as you can probably tell, Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D, as their guys will do battle with the Philadelphia Eagles. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gunn, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. The streak continues, doesn't it? They come in a perfect 10-0.
And it's not just that they're winning, it's how they're winning. All phases of the game coming together for this team.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. That one's complete to Tomlinson. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Brutal. So take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
On first down, Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people just like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here, too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Give them a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific last win over Denver.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. The numbers there in last week's game for Smith. 6 catches, 93 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Here's Hurts to throw. The quick slant caught. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. On 2nd down, Prescott again. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Here's Colby Wadman now. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. The numbers for Zeke from last week: 22 carries, 91 yards, and a touchdown.
And even though it's a short week, running backs love when they're in a groove, and that's exactly where he is right now. He's hoping to feast a little bit more here on Thanksgiving.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
First down, Prescott. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And he's got his man on the out route. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. Now Prescott. Flush to his right. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown.
Touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. Sanders, a first down, still going. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3-and-out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest. Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
First down carry by Sanders, well defensed as they'll hold him to just a couple. Second down coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Steps away. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Throwing is Hurts. That is caught. It's Williams. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Gano the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. So that drives 7 plays in length. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Amari Cooper and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And incomplete on the deep ball. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Play action now. Prescott. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Williams is going to have the first down and a little more. And finally brought down at the 38. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Hurts. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's complete to Sanders. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Gano's kick is good, and that will do it for this first. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Prescott now from the 50. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by McCann, up and good. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
In today's game, are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he's brought down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
And here's Sanders on 1st down and going nowhere as he's tackled well behind the line.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. He's airing it out for Williams. Touchdown, Eagles! A great effort there. Second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles move back within a couple of the lead. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Hurts will throw. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. That's on the guard, David Edwards. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. They'll look to throw. It's complete. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
A 3rd quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe 1st or 2nd, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. Malik Harrison on the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 35-yard line.
Here's Prescott. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st.
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Dak Prescott with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Extra point by from the can, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing again on second down. Hurts. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this third quarter play. We're on to the fourth here on Thanksgiving Day. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. He's going to air one out. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And an utter disaster as the ball's going to go over on downs at the 2-yard line. Elliott. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Again, it's Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And he is going to lose yardage here. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number 1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll set up to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Again, he'll drop to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Sometimes you how these guys can throw it. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for one here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. From the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
And this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now this series could very well determine our outcome. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. 7 yards to pick up there. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started. Nice gain. Got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
Hurts throw there taken in by Smith.
Smith, a 4-yard pickup on the play.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Sanders evades him at the 10. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Another run with Sanders. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the... And the Eagles have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. They'll try and throw for it. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the fourth. Huge conversion. Thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board, but job one was taken care of. The 2-point conversion to get this thing tied.
Now Dak Prescott and the offense heading back onto the field. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though.
They've got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. Prescott. Flushed out right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. To throw, Prescott. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Here's Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That catch, number 750 of his NFL career, and it puts him even with not just one but 2 Hall of Famers, Michael Irvin and Charlie Joyner. So some pretty good company at 750.
Now you're talking about the playmaker, Michael Irvin, and the guy who just made plays, Charlie Joyner. And that's what we're seeing here. Similar stuff in terms of being dependable, being open, and turning it into plays that you remember.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on fourth down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. Now Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Yeah, baby. Boom.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. They'll run it with Elliott. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Add that one to the good run talent right there. He's been strong throughout this game. There's no reason to suggest he's going to slow down in the fourth quarter at all. And that's exactly what they need him to do. Keep churning out first downs.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run with Elliott. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And it'll be a good time in Big D tonight. The Cowboys have won it. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got high-flying offenses set to take off. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Bears.
Back to Montgomery on second down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. A shotgun snap, Fields. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down all the way inside Detroit's 20. A huge play there for Chicago. Here comes Mooney now in the jet sweep. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 17-yard line.
And off comes to Montgomery. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. Fields now to throw. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now it's Fields. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. This will go as an 11-yard loss there on 1st and goal. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. On the carry, it's Montgomery. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A good run there, 9 yards, but it still leaves him with work to do on 3rd and goal. To throw is Fields. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come, we get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
Davis now. Flush to his right. Oh, big hole right side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're at the halfway point of the season, Charles. 8-0. What a great start. Clearly a Super Bowl contender, if not the outright favorite, through 2 months to win the whole thing.
Well, there aren't too many bad things you can say right now because...
And now off to the races, down the right side. 30, 10, 10, 5, touchdown, Detroit. A big play. A play fake, now Fields to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not... the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 2nd and 2. Here's Fields. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Now this throw caught left side. It's so close, he gets it to the run. Out of bounds right there. A big play that time on the catch and run.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On first down, Clifford. He juked him. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Jonah Jackson, former third-round pick, the guilty party. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Jalen Johnson up to make the tackle.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
2nd and 14. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 113 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Davis now from the gun on third down. On the left side, a catch by White. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Now Davis on first down, escaping the pressure right. He's got his man, it's White. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. They'll run on first down. Clifford. A beautiful fake. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Davis. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. A big play there for Detroit. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Hands it off out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 2nd and 12, Davis. Flushed out right. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time.
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown. On first down, it's Fields. That's complete to Mooney. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now a 2nd down and 6. Now Fields. Caught by Montgomery. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, Fields going up top. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Chicago. Nowhere to go that time. It's a 46-yard punt with a loss on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Davis throwing on first down. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's Davis. A final shot before break. Looking for White on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Taken at the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And they do finally get him at the 12. A big play there for Detroit. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. They'll try the left side. Clifford, and he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the second time in the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Steps away, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Going to let one fly for Robinson. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
That's pulled in at the 32. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side, you know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game, but that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
It's a first down and more for Davis. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play there on the scramble.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pick.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
Defensively, by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options, because right now, he's hurting them.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On play action, Fields. Going for the deep ball. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. And glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. He's going to let it go again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. This is Montgomery with a grab over the middle. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the 1st at the 32. Here's Jamie Gillen now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And he'll be out right at the 35. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you, because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You admit.
Touchdown, Detroit! Amon-Ra St. Brown with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Lions get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the 6. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. Back to throw. Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Montgomery running right. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Off play action. Fields. Flush to his right, and he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. The Bears on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 3. Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. Pass incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had
pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert, and the Lions will take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Davis. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Looking to throw. Davis. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Bears are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball. A nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? He's going to look deep down the field. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
To the air again, Fields. His throw incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a play, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Here's Fields. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
A gain of 14. First down, Lions.
On first down, Clifford. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 143 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Come on now. Let's do this.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Sean Murphy Bunning got him down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for White on the deep ball. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little.
Start of the drive here, 4th quarter, and this defense looking for a stop. Fields on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions... Davis now on 1st and 10. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now this time he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. He's got it at the 10. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they had... At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And one last throw here for Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory.